Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Could you each tell us about your names and where you grew up and something a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Judith, and I grew up in Mexico. Okay, but I became here to Los Angeles, and I became Muslim like 15 years ago. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And I was raised as a Catholic. Okay, all my family is Catholic,
Yeah.
and when they heard that I became Muslim, okay, it was a shock for my mom. My father passed away, but my mom is. She was with me, and it was a shock about that I became Muslim. But with the time, Alhamdulillah, little by little, she understood what is this Islam, and she's happy about it. Sometimes she's with me here in the group, okay, because she totally changed about what is Islam, and about probably has to be my behavior, how I change, that she start to understand Islam and to love Islam, because at least now we talk about it, and with our culture that we grow as a Catholic, all the family is Catholic, so it's kind of hard to break that path,
Yes.
the pattern of the family, being Catholic all the life.
Yes.
My grandma, my bis grandma, and everybody.
Yes, my
But
family's Catholic.
exactly. But Alhamdulillah, Mama has so much change, and she now understand, and she now come with me sometimes to the events with the group. But the most important thing is like she accepted, and she's happy, and she respect me, and like I told her, I respect what you believe, and with it's like I try to explain her the difference between what is Islam, what is Catholic, what is Christians, so she can more kind of understand, and kind of Allah, Allah open her heart too. But inshallah, that's something that Allah knows.
Yes, I know.
And okay, but Alhamdulillah, I have a son who's Muslim. Okay, he's 25 years and he's Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we try to keep going. Is
So he was 10 when you accepted Islam and then he followed?
no, he born Muslim because I was married Muslim. Okay, so he born Muslim. My son born Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
It was me who accepted Islam after 10 years marriage. I accepted Islam. Okay,
Okay.
and since then, I mean, Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
we just keep asking Allah to guide us.
Yes, that's
That's
right.
what we do. Actually.
And you, sister, can you tell us your name, something about
My
yourself?
name's Diane, and I'm Mexican, but I was born here in the United States. But as a child, they took me to Mexico. I live with the nuns.
Oh.
I used to live in a dorm. I thought everybody was Catholic when I was young, and then you start growing, you start seeing that there's others. I thought the Christians were just like the Catholics. I was born Catholic, and questions arise as far as why do we do this or why do we practice this. When I met Islam, a lot of the questions I had were answered, and that's the reason why I said that I love all the answers I'm getting here. I love what it's love, peace. In our culture, we're not very united. And Islam, when we're Latino Muslims, it makes us very united, either to help each other and stuff. As a Latina, I didn't see that very much. You don't help each other, but when you convert and you're Latino, you meet a brother and a sister, and they start helping you, and it feels really good because all of that is lost already.
Yes, that's right. So can you tell us like where you went to primary school and
Oh,
it was in this.
It was when I was in the dorms.
Yeah. Was that
in
school?
Guadalajara? It was in Mexico, in Guadalajara. It's called Francisco de Asís.
Oh.
I lived there for 2 years. It was an all-girls school. We would come out only on like the summers or like vacations.
Boarding school then.
It was nice too, but I had a lot of questions that I didn't know why I was doing certain things, and I had all the answers here in Islam.
Okay, very good. Can you each tell us about where you work? What's your job now? Is it different than your job before, or are you a homemaker, or what's your work?
Well, at the moment I'm not working, but I used to work as a bookkeeper. So
That's your field.
yeah, yeah. Now I'm kind of looking for something else. So inshallah.
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 And you, sister?
I'm currently looking for a job. I just came back from the Middle East. I was there for 1 year. And, I prepare taxes. I've worked with law firms before, in the real estate business too. I wear my veil to my work site. Everything I've been surrounded, it's been positive. It hasn't been anything negative. At work, they've accepted me with my veil. I don't feel any different or treated any different.
Okay, very good. So, were both your conversions in a masjid or any special circumstances?
No, I converted at the masjid, the one in Vermont,
Oh,
Islamic Center.
the Islamic Center in Vermont. Dr. Hassan Hatmi was the one I did my shahada with. And my 2 children also did it that day. I did it.
oh, wow.
This was 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Okay. Yes, love Dr. too.
Yeah, we miss him.
Yeah. And you,
I
sister?
did when I convert. My husband took my scholar to the Shahada, so that's when I accept Islam. Alhamdulillah, and then I just keep coming to the masjid and learn and try to learn as much as I can.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
You need to tell us about the reaction of your parents and friends when you became Muslim.
The family was a little hard. I guess they didn't know too much about the religion, so it was a little hard at the beginning. But as time went by, I share a lot with them now. There's no difference now. I mean, at the beginning they were scared to something that they didn't know, but they started seeing my change as far as how passive and how understanding I was, because I'm just listen to them. I wouldn't get angry because they didn't understand until, I would share with them every time they would ask a question. Now they're good. Now I read the Quran to my mom. I talk to her. I share stories with her. So inshallah.
Good. It seems like everybody's mother is a little bit more open to that.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as the friends,
Oh, yes,
as far as
friends.
the friends, you could say that I changed all my friends when I started looking for more for brothers and sisters. I felt more. I wanted to keep learning. So you kind of it changes everything, all the friendships that you had.
Yes. Okay. After you became Muslim, how did you see Islam and Muslims different? I mean, what is something you noticed about Muslims once you finally started to get to know more and more people in the Muslim community?
I don't understand that question.
Okay. I will take like, and this is one of the things. I mean, like we know in each religion, really, we cannot say and take because the person is Muslim is going to act like a Muslim, a Muslim. Okay. I mean, you can. I see like other religions. Maybe it depends on the person how they
The practicing
practice
Muslim and
this
just
Islam.
Muslims.
Islam.
How we do have some that are practicing and some that are not
They
practicing.
don't exactly.
So sometimes, we are judged by some that are not practicing the religion.
Exactly. Probably we think that everything is perfect, but we know it's not.
Yeah,
So, alhamdulillah, inshallah, nos ves.
that's right. If it's one, could you tell us one thing that really impresses you about Islam?
To become Muslim?
No, even now,
in a
now
positive
since you've
way?
been, yes, in a positive way. I know the whole thing, but is there any one thing you can just
I
point
have
out?
something to share. And I don't know, as when I was raised, they always said that God's going to punish you if you do this and this. In Islam, I met not the punisher, but the merciful, the compassionate.
Yeah, it's a whole different perspective.
And you're more thankful what you have because, each day is a blessing. I mean, to wake up and So you're more thankful because they present to you God as somebody that's compassionate, lovable, not somebody that's punished, not someone that's going to punish you and that's mean, but somebody that's very lovable and compassionate.
And you get an answer. I mean, if you see it when I become Muslim, and now, and even though at this point it's like everything has an answer. Even though at the moment when we have some hardship and we don't know why, but Allah knows best, and really through the time we just see it so clearly, and I said thanks Allah because
He gave me strength to pass
Exactly,
those tests.
exactly. So Alhamdulillah.